Shalom, Yasha Allah. First and foremost, I would like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Yehovah like the Akim that are out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity. This is your brother Amar from the GMS Boise, Idaho camp, coming at you a lesson. Title will come later, but talking about how this flesh is so polluted, first and foremost in the sin that we have fallen in this world, but also, in the carnal aspect of how much we have weakened, and also the pollutants that Esau puts in our water, air, food, and just the environment that we live in. This is Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. And that's talking about these times that we're living in right now. Because if Esau were to continue with his New World Order and his Edomite supremacy in what he deems as how the world should be run, there would be no flesh be saved. We'd all be AI robots connected to a computer of all things like the Matrix, human batteries, man. So there's a couple articles that I wanted to send to share with you. This is microplastics found in every human placenta tested in study. And I saw this and it was just like, wow, because of the environment that we always talk about is so polluted by the list of reasons that I said, air, water, land, sea, food, coming in, that I'll get more into it, but literally the infertility rates are sky rocketing, and also at record-breaking levels and historical levels, to where some populations and countries are unsustainable. In the cases Japan, with the elderly still working. Again, this is microplastics found in every human placenta tested in study. Scientists, so-called, express concern over health impacts, with another study finding particles in arteries. And that's what that little thing was, it got cut off. But this is from Mother's Rebellion Global, but this is just a little news site online. And this is the article that was with the study. This is the system is in our bodies. It clogs our veins and shortens our lives. Our babies are getting hooked up on it before they even enter this world. And that's the drugs, that people are taking, the pharmaceuticals, the environments they're in. I think I saw a study not too long ago that it said that the average person eats about a credit card amount of plastics every month, in the different ways. And that's true, man, because, you're putting on a hoodie and that's made of polyester, and you know how you get those little hairs in your mouth, and then you end up, thinking you think you got it out, you grab it like a couple times at your lip, but let's say you missed one and missed a couple, man, you go on, you accidentally swallow it, and that's in your system. That's a toxin, a petroleum toxin that's non-natural, non-biodegradable, that just entered your body. So that's why it also says in the scriptures that you will eat poison and live. Man, the Lord had to give us these iron bellies to be able to deal with these captivities and eating these heathens' foods, man. But this is just another study that came out that I was just like, wow, it's at this level. It says, does it have to be this way? Mother's Rebellion say, of course not. We can and must continue to imagine other ways to live, better ways, more balanced, slower, and more connected, blah, blah, blah. Talking about switching out plastic straws to paper straws. Again, this is why that the destruction of thermonuclear fire has to come. And this is the article that I was looking for. This is just the excerpt above it with the person that posted it. This is The Guardian today. Microplastics have been found in every human placenta tested in a study, leaving the researchers worried about the potential health impacts on developing fetuses. The scientists, if they make it out the womb, because we know what they want to do to the fetuses before they even get out the womb. The scientists analyzed 62 placental tissue samples and found the most common plastic defected was polyethylene, which is used to make plastic bags and bottles. And a second study revealed microplastics in all 17 human arteries tested, and suggested the particles may be linked to clogging of the blood vessels. Oh yeah, that's what's clogging the blood vessels, not the damn fucking jungle juice that you made everybody take, Slovakia. But that's what this is, man. Another study to say, oh look, it's not this, it's that. You know how Esau goes. But this is going into the microplastics and being exposed to that amount leads to heavy toxins. Not to mention the amount of jabs, because the autistics rates and stuff like that are through the roof because of the amount of jabs that they give young babies. But this is also just a couple studies on that, and to show you the decline of the birth rate and the increase of the birth autistic levels. And that's kids, with social impediments. They may be quiet, they may be loud, they may have fits of anger, and whatever it may be. Autism comes in all different types of things, But this is has the rate of autism tripled, and this is a simple Google search that you can go look up yourself as of 2023. Autism is on the rise among young children, according to a new study. The study published Thursday in the Journal of Pediatrics found that autism rates tripled over the last 16 years. Researchers at Rutgers University looked at more than 4,000 8-year-olds in New York and New Jersey areas. So this is the increase, is not the one I wanted. This is off the CDC's website. In 2020, it was 1 in every 36 children. And just 6 years prior, it was 2014, 1 in every 59. And if you look at this chart from the year 2000, this is 20 years difference. 1 in every 150 children had autism. So birth, Slovakia, the birth year was 1992. But they started looking at the kids when they were 8 years old, like the study said, because that's when they see like the real behavioral traits of a children kind of not acting like a children, and they can like act a little bit more normal, but if they're not acting normal, then they say it's something else, and they look at their, whatever Esau study does. But from 1992 was the birth years to 2012, which made the 2012 babies born in 2020. So this was a very recent study in the last 3 years, 4 years that this has been taking place, and I bet you it's even worse than what they really say. Not to mention the other health effects that different chemicals, if autism doesn't get you, and that's why it's so important that we always pray, for our loved ones, our children, the brothers that have children and stuff like that. Lord, and have faith that the Lord is going to be with them, because Yahweh Shai is going to deliver his elect, man, and that 1/3 being a part, of the body of believers. But it's so important, and why the blessing is that we have to get new bodies, because we can't take this flesh that scriptures describe, first and foremost, sin and the amount of sin, because through sin, all these things had a domino effect. It's not the microplastics that's killing us. It's the wicked laws, statutes, and commandments that Esau has wrote to rule this world. Because he has his own laws that he goes off of. Even though he's subject to Yahweh Shai's world and universe and the order of prophecy, this Esau did his own thing. And this is the product of it. But that's why this is 1 Corinthians 15 and 50. Now, this I say, brethren, because this is a promise to the Israelites, that flesh and blood cannot inherit the kingdom of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, neither doth corruption inherit incorruption. Because first and foremost, a wicked Israelite is not going to receive the kingdom on the first go around. But they're going to come back, in their right mind. On the next side, verse 51, behold, I show you a mystery. We shall not all sleep, but we shall all be changed. And that sleep is going into not all the elect, not all the Israelites are going to die to be able to see the kingdom. Because like scriptures say, there be some standing here that shall not taste death, And also the ones that are in the grave, they're going to come up too. This is verse 52. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, instantly, at the last trump, for the trumpet shall sound, and the dead shall be raised incorruptible, and we shall be changed. Just like when Yahweh Shai left the earth and people rose and lived full lives from their graves, they weren't coming out in zombies all decayed. You know, they were fully regenerated, rejuvenated, new, you know, completely new. For 53, for this corruptible must put on incorruption, and this mortal must put on immortality, because we are created to be immortal in the first place, but it's through sin that we die. Verse 54, so when this corruptible shall have put on incorruption, and this mortal shall have put on immortality, then shall be brought to pass the saying that is written, death is swallowed up in victory. Because no longer will an Israelite, so-called Negro, Latino, Native American, be subject to dying. No, you're not going to have to go to any funerals in the kingdom. You're not going to have to worry about your loved ones getting sick, your children getting, abducted, run over, get bit by a snake. They're going to be playing with them. Death is no longer going to be a plague to the Israelites. But to these other heathens, that's not promised, man. That's why we are going to rule over them, with that, God status. 55, O death, where is thy sting? O grave, where is thy victory? Because it's not going to be found amongst the Israelites. 56, the sting of death is sin. The sting of death is sin. And the strength of sin is the law. The sting of death is sin, because like it says, through sin is the only reason why an Israelite can actually die. That's our kryptonite. And the strength of sin is the law, because what is sin? Transgression of the law. 57, but thanks be to Yahweh, which giveth us the victory through our Lord Yahweh Shai HaMashiach. 58, therefore, my beloved brethren, be ye steadfast, unmovable, always abounding in the work of the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, for so much as ye know that your labor is not in vain in the Lord Yahweh Bahashim Yahweh Shai. And that's why we do these things, man, for those promises, the new bodies, and to be saved from this place, man, and our loved ones. Because we understand how corruptible, how much this place is, through. Man, nobody wants to make it here. Man, you go on the beach, any beach. I've been in the Oregon coast mainly. But, man, you see plastics mixed in with the sand everywhere. It's disgusting, man. These people are slobs. That's why Esau's first job is going to be picking up these dead bodies and picking up this trash, man. So, Lord willing that this lesson was edifying, and uplifting, because, hey, man, even though this is grim news, this is even giving us more drive to want to be saved from this place and continue doing what we do, so we don't got to fall like the rest of these people that are subject to having their kids all, messed up, man. That's horrible. So Shalom, Akim. I like to give all praises, honor, and infinite glory to Yahweh, Bahashim Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles at Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to your hopeful like Akim out there laboring, that are pushing this word in truth and in sincerity, risking your lives and freedom to do so. Until next time, Shalom.